Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So in today's video I'll be talking about chapter 220 of Jujutsu Kaisen. After the chaos caused by Sukuna, we get to see the moves of Kenjaku and his plans to merge mankind with Tengen. This chapter also foreshadows the return of Gojo Satoru, as we can see that the chapter is titled Self-Binding Self-Purification, with the prison realm on the cover and a player panel showing Suguro Geto with 309 points. We see Kenjaku having a conversation with Kogane and asks him to close the entry for new players to the Culling Games. Kogane rejects this rule. Kenny says that Tengen's barriers are important to suppress the birth of curses, and we get to understand the barriers of Tengen better. Of the barriers, there are 4 main yokai, which enhances the accuracy of the barrier curse technique. These 4 yokais are the Imperial Palace, the Star Corridor under the Jujutsu High, Yamakuni no Misaki Yokai, and Hiderezan Yokai. My apologies if I get one of these names incorrect. Kenny then tells us that the Culling game is a Bonkai which uses Tengen's yokai as the base. So even though there isn't any game master, we can call Tengen to be one. If Tengen's yokai got released after the Shibuya incident, then the Culling games would have been stopped and it would have messed up Kenny's plans. Now the main reason why Tengen's barrier could not be released was that if it was released, then the sorcerers would have to restart the process of fighting curses and use barrier techniques which are 1,000 years old. We can clearly see how Kenjaku has masterminded the entire thing. Kenjaku then starts threatening Kogane to add the rule or he will forcefully end Culling Game by destroying the barriers which are the base for Culling Game, as he currently has Master Tengen. Kenjaku explains that he is doing this on purpose as the Koganes are designed to choose the option which makes the Culling Games last forever. Kogane finally gives up and adds the rule to restrict the entry of new players from November 18, 2018. Yes, so much has happened in just 18 days. Kenjaku then adds another rule where the Culling Games shall end once all the players except Geto and Megumi are dead. Tengen asks him why Kenny won't simply destroy the yokai to end Culling Games, to which Kenny informs that he needs the barriers to merge Tengen. We then learn that the mummy we saw in the first chapter belongs to Sukuna, which Kenny decides to take to Sukuna as a souvenir. The scene is then shifted to Ui talking to Maki and discussing how Kenjaku can end the Culling game if he kills everyone except Sukuna. Maki notes that they can also end Culling game by defeating Sukuna and Kenjaku. Ui remarks to this that how can you say that with such ease? The next pages reveal that Hana is alive and she is saved by Yuji's friend Amai. As she is being treated by Shoko, Yuta arrives to the scene. He apologizes for rushing in and says that Hana cannot participate in battles anymore. Yuta asks Angel if she can switch vessel like Sukuna, but she says that she won't be able to and explains that how many sorcerers including herself took part in Kenjaku's plans to learn how to become cursed objects after their death. However, Sukuna was different and he was the only sorcerer who managed to succeed. We see that Amai is reflecting on his wrongdoings. Yuji thanks him for saving Hana and Amai questions Yuji if he will be able to fight now that Sukuna is not a part of him. Yuji responds that saying his absence will not really matter as he never really helped him out anyway. Yuji then adds that Shoko noticed that how Yuji has become like a cursed object now and is dipped in cursed energy of Sukuna. Yuji also says that he is willing to eat anything in order to kill Sukuna. This shows his resolve to save everyone and to get rid of Sukuna. Yuji then finally joins Yuta, Maki, Chozo, Hakari, Kashimo, Kirana, Momo and Miwa. Yuji tells us that he has several plans to save Fushiguro. Yuta says that he does as well, and then he stops. Chozo hands Yuji a book he received from Yuki, which is a study report made on the back gate of the prison realm. Yuji thanks him and says it's about brothers. Chozo states that it is alright and if they live within you, it will be fine. As we get into the final pages of this chapter, we see Shoko remembering Gojo stating that he won't let anyone be alone. See, she emotionally notes that how she was there, so what did he really mean by being alone, and calls him a baka. She adds that there are so many great people around him who is waiting for Gojo's return, so he asks Gojo to come back. The readers also feel the same way. With this, the chapter comes to an end, and it foreshadows that Kenjaku is about to carry out his master plan to fuse Tengen with mankind, as well as the return of Gojo is coming very soon. So let's see how that goes, and hope you enjoy this video, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and see you on